plate has started freaking. Quiet, maggots, when I'm speaking! Reeking with the most disturbing scent. Only the finest nostrils smell it, but I know it oh too well. It is the odor of rebellion. It's the bouquet of dissent.
You put them back? No, I put them down. I was still getting them. I don't mean to be difficult, but if you were getting them, why didn't you pick them up instead of putting them back on the shelf? Look, people pick things up, then put them down again. It's part of shopping. Deciding what to buy, whether to buy. I was still deciding whether to buy when you just swooped in. Swooped in? Seriously? Look, I don't want to be a troublemaker, but these other Pringles are the rigid ones. And I have a trouble with ridges. They hurt my mouth. You put them down, then you picked up McCoys. McCoys have ridges. Now why would you do that? What are you? A lawyer? No, I'm a consumer. I think you must be imagining things. I beg your pardon. You heard me. Are you trying to say I'm crazy? You're trying to say that? No. I'm a black belt. What? I'm a black belt in karate. Okay. So, I was just trying to say that you're working things. Fine, you can have the Pringles. But let's be honest here. You decided not to buy them, but when you saw that I wanted them, you decided that you wanted them back. Why didn't you just go to another shop? Ooh, I see. I have to go to another shop because you're too lazy to accept that you picked the Pringles up when you saw me eyeing them. Yeah. We're going in circles here. I picked the Pringles up first. End of story. You lose, I win. Sometimes, like candy lemons. Fine. Fine. Well, I'm glad we came to an agreement. Me too. Oh, by the way, did you see the 50% discount they have for Oreos? Oh, I love Oreos! Where? Over there. Where? Thank you! Hey! You both back! Come here!
the show. Here's and here we go, 'cause you already know there's no place like no place like no place like no place like there's no place like home. It's where the heart is. Some brainiacs will tell you home is where your house and car is. But if you're brave enough to love the ones you hate the hardest, you might find, 'cause sometimes home is where you keep the scars. Society will try to cast you where they think your party is. Give awards and accolades to what they think are stars. But go find yours, go find yours. Pay no attention to the lies they try to feed you. It's a wicked, twisted fable. It's not stable. It's just another box of tricks and good dreams go wasted. Before the frame don't let 'em taste it. Keep instilling dreams, not to find money to Friday. I'ma tell a story my way, 'cause the only way home ain't on this yellow brick highway. No place like out there in the night, wishing on stars, wondering who you are. Just know that you're never alone, and there's no place like home. And we gon' fight, and we gon' cry, and my arms will wait for you till our heart is right where you belong. And there's no place like attention to the man who'll try to change you. He's a dark, familiar stranger, but that's the danger. The storm is strong, but it won't be long. And no matter where you roam, there's no place like
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them, and the good is often interred within their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it were a grievous fault, and grievously have Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honourable man, so are they all honourable men. Come I to speak at Caesar's funeral? He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honourable man. He hath brought many captives home to Rome. Whose ransoms did the general coffers fill? Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? Yet Brutus says he was an honourable man. When the poor hath cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made with sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. Brutus is an honourable man. You all did see on the Lupercal, I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? I'm here not to disprove what Brutus have spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once. Not without cause. What cause withholds you then? To mourn for him. O judgment, thou art fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is there in the coffin of Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me.
Okay guys, I'm here. What do you want me to do?
What should we make her do?
How about this?
No, something a bit more extreme.
I have an idea.
I think what I'm thinking. You see that pile of mud over there? Eat it!
Oh no, I'm actually gonna do it.
Oh,
that's
so disgusting! You got a bit of your cheek. Come on, eat it all up. Yum yum.
Dang.
Oh,
Am I done now?
yeah, you're done.
You enjoyed dinner.
Do you need something to wash that down?
There's a bag over there.
And there's a bottle inside.
Drink it! Don't you dare spit that out!
It's expensive, love.
Go on.
You don't have all day.
She's gonna get drunk.
So tipsy.
Now am I done?
Just one.
We lit a fire earlier and it's still burning.
You seem cold.
Why don't you warm up? Touch it!
Please don't make me do this.
Well, you wouldn't want your secret to be out.
Do you? What would everyone say? It's on my phone. Just one click.
It's gonna need some moisturizer for school tomorrow. Dismissed.
Are you sure the way up safe?
Look, what? Of course, just don't look down.
Ow! Ow!
How do you have such good aim?
Just one more time. What have we done? Screwed.
No, we're not.
We are screwed.
No, Lou, we're not, okay? It's nothing.
It is.
Okay, you're gonna have to listen to me on this one. You're gonna have to trust me, okay? Everything's fine.
Fine.
You're not fine.
Fine.
You're not fine, okay? Fair enough. It's tricky.
Tricky.
It's a tricky situation, okay? And what you're saying is really negative. Look. Haven't I looked after things before?
This is
Okay,
different.
who are you the most scared of in the school?
You.
Okay, apart from me.
No one.
Okay, see, that's my point.
Riley.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Riley. Okay, look, you can walk down any corridor in the school, and Riley, how are you spelling Riley? Okay, look, you can walk down any corridor in the school, and if you want something, you get it, and everyone respects you. And not to be boasting about it, but who made that happen?
You.
So I think it's really that bad.
Yes!
I can't get mixed up in this. I'm going to be a dentist. This is different, John.
Maybe it's a bit.
This is really serious. Dentists don't get mixed up in things. I've got a plan,
Okay,
John.
maybe it's a bit serious, but let's not overplay the
He's
gravity of.
This is not part of the plan. Dental college is part of the plan. A-levels are part of the plan. Dead people are not part of the plan. But he is dead.
Okay, I'm not denying it. Am I denying it?
But he's dead, John.
Okay, don't keep on saying it. It's not gonna help.
This is the opposite of dental college.
But he's dead,
I
John.
just told you not to say it again.
But he's dead. Dead is what he is. Dead, dead,
Okay, you're
dead.
wrong. That word, it's banned.
What? Dead.
Yes.
Banned?
Yes. Okay. Sorry.
You can't just ban
And if
the
someone
word.
says I'm gonna have to bite your face off or something.
How can you ban a word?
Okay, just say it. Say it. See what happens. Look, I'm trying to keep everyone together. We have to trust one another. I'm trying to keep everything together.
He's dead.
Okay, I'm getting really cross now. Don't use that word. Don't use that word.
What word?
You know.
Dead.
Yes. Or I'm gonna.
What? What?
I'm gonna hurt you actually.
You're going to have me.
I think we've learned that that won't actually help the situation.
Me.
Yes, if you or anyone uses that word.
Are we going to get criminal?
Okay, look. Are things better for us? Ever since I came to the school, haven't things been best for us? For us, not for them out there, but for us, that coming here in the woods, doesn't everyone want to be like us? Is that worth keeping hold of?
You shouldn't threaten me, John.
I beg your pardon?
You shouldn't threaten me. I just walked in here and you threatening me.
Or what?
What?
Or what? Because I really want to know, right?
Well,
She's just saying.
Are you on her side, Danny?
No, I'm
Because if you're on her side, then you're not on my side, then you're setting yourself up against me, and I thought all of that silliness was over.
It is.
Okay, we're mates now.
We are
Okay,
mates
so
now.
me and Riley are mates now, which we are, and you are on someone's side. Then you're on your own side, which is quite silly and dangerous.
No, that's. I just want to go to college and not to prison till I'm 35.
Prison? You mentioned that.
We are definitely going to prison.
You're going to prison.
What's in prison?
Okay, you will. That word is also banned.
What? Prison?
Yes.
Why do we think we're home not to
Okay, I just said don't use that word.
I think we should tell someone.
Here comes a wave meant to wash me away, a tide that is taking me under. Swallowed with sand, left with nothing to say. My voice drowned out in the thunder. But I won't cry, and I won't start to crumble. Whenever they try to shut me or cut me down, I won't be silent. You can't keep me quiet. Won't tremble when you try it. All I know is I won't go speechless. 'Cause I'll breathe when they try to suffocate me. Don't you want the rest to make me? 'Cause I know that I won't go speechless. In the phone, everyone, centuries old and I'm bending. Stay in your place, let a seed and not learn. But now that story is ending. 'Cause I cannot stop to crumble. So come on and try to shut me and cut me down. I won't be silent. You can't keep me quiet. Won't tremble when you try it. All I know is I won't go speechless, speechless. Let the storm in. I cannot be broken. No, I won't live unspoken. 'Cause I know that I won't go speechless. Try to lock me in this cage. I won't just stay me down and die. I will take these broken wings and watch me burn across the sky. With the ember saying I won't be silent. Though you wanna see me tremble when you try it. All I know is I won't go speechless, speechless. 'Cause I'll breathe when they try to suffocate me. Don't you want the rest of me? 'Cause I know that I won't go speechless. All I know is I won't go speechless, speechless.
I confess. Here on my knee, before high heaven and you, that before you, and unto next high heaven, I love your son. My friends are poor, but honest. So is my love. Be not offended, for it hurts not him that he is loved of me. I follow him, not by any token of presumptuous suit, nor would I have him, till I do deserve him. Yet, never know how that desert should be. I love in vain, strive against hope. Yet, in this captious and untenable sieve, I still pour in the waters of my love, and lack not loose still. Thus, Indian-like, religious in my error, I adore the sun that looks upon his worshipper, but knows of him no more. My dearest madam, let not your hate encounter with my love, for loving where you do. But if yourself, whose aged honour cites a virtuous youth, did ever and so a true flame of liking, that your Diane was both herself, oh then give pity to her, whose state is such that cannot choose, but lend and give where she is sure to lose, and to see where her search implies, live sweetly where she dies.
It's second nature to walk home before the sun goes down, and put your keys between your knuckles when there's boys around. Isn't it funny how we laugh it off to hide our fear, when there's nothing funny here? Sick intuition that they taught us so we won't freak out. We hide our figures doing anything to shut their mouths. We smile away to ease the tension so it don't go south, but there's nothing funny now. When we stop saying things 'cause they're all listening, no, the kids ain't alright. Oh, and they do what they see 'cause it's all on TV. Oh, the kids ain't alright. Boys will be, boys will be, boys will be, boys will be boys. Oh, girls will be women. Boys will be, boys will be, boys will be, boys will be boys. Oh, girls will be women. I'm sure if there's something that I can't find the words to say, I know that there will be a man around to save the day. And that was sarcasm in case you needed it mansplained. I should have stuck to ballet. When we stop saying things 'cause they're all listening, no, the kids ain't alright. Oh, and they do what they see 'cause it's all on TV. Oh, the kids ain't alright. Boys will be, boys will be, boys will be, boys will be boys. Oh, girls will be women. Boys will be, boys will be, boys will be, boys will be boys. Oh, girls will be women. If you're offended by this song, you're clearly doing something wrong. If you're offended by this song, then you probably say, boys will be, boys will be, boys will be, boys will be boys. And girls will be women.
And you're really sure you don't mind listening to this?
That's what the room's all about.
But you'd say if it was too draining, too boring, too annoying maybe?
I don't mind listening.
Maybe I shouldn't even be in this place.
If you want to talk, Jim, then talk. If you don't, then don't talk.
Alright.
Don't be nervous.
I'll talk then.
Okay.
So, we go to the zoo and I wear my cowboy outfit. I get my gun and my holster, my hat, and all of that. We get the bus, and it's sort of funny to see my dad on the bus and away from the house. We start to have this chat about when I was born and what a really fat baby I was. But how, after a week or so, I stopped eating any food, and everyone was very worried that he was so happy when I got better and they could take me home. We're at the zoo, and I go straight to the penguins. Standing in my cowboy gear, looking at the penguins, having such a great chat to my dad on the bus. It was a perfect childhood day. He lets go of my hand and says he'll be back on my truck ice. And he goes. He's gone. I'm happy looking at the penguins, but it's been an hour since he's left, so I go to look for him. I'm walking about the zoo and I'm not worried yet, and I don't talk to anyone. I leave the zoo and I go to the bus stop we got off earlier. I get on the bus and I tell the driver my address, and he asks where my parents are, so I say they're at home waiting for me. I stay on the bus in the seat nearest the driver. After a while, we end up at the end of our street and the driver says, "So long, cowboy." He's nice. I grab the key from under the mat and I open the door and go inside the house. And I'm alone there. It being a Saturday night, I have a bath and get to my pajamas because my dad would have liked that. I have a glass of milk with some biscuits and watch Stars in Their Eyes because that's his favourite program on the telly. It's getting dark outside and I start to worry. The house is feeling too big, so I grab my coat and I take it into the bathroom and I lock the bathroom door and I keep the door locked because it feels safer. And I stay in there and he's not coming back. He's never coming back. Is there anything you'd like to share?
I just listen.
No problems?
Of course, but I prefer to listen to other people's.
What do you get out of that?
I'm not too sure.
These are very strange places, aren't they?
Loving him is like driving a new Maserati down the dead-end street. Faster than the wind, passionate sin, and it's so suddenly. Loving him is like trying to change your mind once you're already flying through the free fall. Like the colors in autumn so bright just before they lose it all. Losing him was blue like I've never known. Missing him was dark gray all alone. Forgetting him was like trying to know somebody you never met.
Can someone mention you are all alone? I could feel the trouble coursing through your veins. Now I know it's got a hold. Just a phone call left unanswered had me sparking now. These cigarettes won't stop me wondering where you are. Don't let go. Keep a hold. If you look into the distance, there's a house upon the hill, guiding like a lighthouse. It's a place where you'll be safe to feel like grace, cause we've all made mistakes. If you lost your way, I'll leave the light on. Lately you've been searching for a darker place to hide. It's alright, but if you carry on abusing, you'll be robbed from us. I refuse to lose another friend to drugs. Just come home, don't let go. If you look into the distance, there's a house upon the hill, guiding like a lighthouse. It's a place where you'll be safe to feel like grace, cause we've all made mistakes. If you've lost your way, I'll leave the light on. I'll leave the light on. I'll leave the light
Scientists thought that teenage brains were the same as adult brains, but just really rubbish versions of them. Scientists thought teenagers were just rubbish adults. In fact, most people still do. So then scientists started using these machines called MRI machines to scan people's brains, and they learned loads more about them. And they found out that teenagers aren't actually rubbish adults.
They found out that our brains are different to adult brains, but that's okay. That's a good thing.
They're meant to be like that. And so, scientists now know that teenage brains are different for a reason. What if you go and ask people in the streets, or bus drivers, or politicians, or parents, or the security guards that follow around in shops? I bet they don't know that.
In Simon's brain, there are 86 billion neurons. A neuron is a cell that sends information. In your brain, and in your brain, and in your brain right now, there are 86 billion neurons.
Everyone has 86 billion neurons.
In Seraphina's brain right now, there are neurons sending loads of information about Benedict Cumberbatch's eyes.
So, whenever you think of something, or do something, or look at your phone, or dance to some sick tune, or think about someone really thick,
Like Benedict Cumberbatch.
whenever you do anything, those neurons get connected up.
They get connected up by these things called synapses.
My brain isn't finished yet. My limbic system is hyper.
Yeah, we know.
But think of all the things you still can do. You still got all the connect. And don't have a bit of sense.
No, don't do that. That won't work. Mozart was 14 when he wrote all of that stuff.
Mark Zuckerberg was 19 when he made Facebook.
Malala won the Nobel Peace Prize when she was 17.
Yeah, but we take risks too. Loads of risks.
Walking into a room of strangers.
Turn my hand up in class.
Going to Italy to my dad. Asking a boy out, then asking him out again.
Choosing to pray 5 times a day.
Applying for my own bank card.
Asking for help.
Hello, welcome to my YouTube tutorial. This week I'm playing Two Dot. Two Dot is a game where you have to connect the dots to win a point. The more connections you make, the more points you win.
My brain is always making new connections. Whenever I go onto YouTube and find a new tutorial, the neurons in my brain get connected up again and again by synapses. Yes, just like that. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to apply makeup.
I'm going to show you how to use a henna comb.
To solve a Rubik's Cube.
To text really fast. Bit of cups on, perfect. Imagine you could open a door into my brain and see what happens every time I learn something new. So I swear down right now, it feels like I know something new every single day.
Like learning a new song. Or making a film.
Or buying new makeup. Or finding that one place on White Hart Lane that sells the best chips I've ever tasted.
Chips are so rough. Mwah!
You'd see a whole lot of friend neurons get connected up in a way they never have before. And every time I did the same things, the same connections happen.
Again and again.
Apply concealer under eyes and on spots. Fill in eyebrows. Prime eyelids.
Hold it from the top and squeeze it with your thumb.
Apply a number of algorithms. R is the right side of the cube, L is the left, use the top, and D is the back.
Put your thumbs either side of the spacebar. Equal distance to the letters.
Once you've made all the connections, you go up a level. The more connections you use, the stronger they get. That's why you get better at things the more you do them. Like singing, or Rubik's Cube, or makeup, or whatever.
The connections you use all the time get stronger and stronger.
Right now, I have more connections in parts of my brain than I'll ever have again.
It doesn't just happen overnight.
It takes years and years.
But that's okay. That's a good thing.
We're meant to be like that.
Annie, what are you doing?
Running away. Oh my goodness. They put seven to come get me, and then they find them.
And your crazy Miss Hannah will catch you.
And lock you in cellar again. I don't care. I'll get it up there. Okay, good now. Wish me luck.
Good luck, Annie.
So long, dumbbell. And good luck.
Caught you!
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Now what do you say? What do you say?
I love you, Miss Hannigan.
You rotten orphan.
I'm not an orphan. My mother and father said they love me and they're coming back for me.
That was 1922. This is 1933. They must have got stuck in traffic. You here! Get up! Put those things away! Get up! It's medicine. You must be very ill. Boo! Boo! Now, for this one's shenanigans, you'll scrub the floor and strip them beds to the laundryman. But it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I know! And you'll get down on your knobby little knees and clean this stuff until it shines like the top of the Chrysler building.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Get to work! Now! Why anybody would want to be an orphan, I'll never know. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Instead of treating, we get tricked. Instead of kissing, we get kissed. It's a hard knock life. Gotta go to school, so it's a hard knock road we hug. Contact is set up full, empty bellies. Set up full, it's a hard knock life. Don't it feel like the wind is always howling? Don't it seem like the devil in any lie? What's your day, don't you want to know it's howling? It's easier than putting on the fly. Don't care if you keep the night. Don't care if you go to the tree. No one tries to hide your head. From the time you think it's a sin. As you had an eye, Mars had an eye, Wells are alive, no tomorrow life, Santa Claus we never see, Santa Claus what's that? Who's he? No one cares for you, hush fish, when you're in an orphanage, it's a hard knock life. Get to work and clean this stuff till it shines like the top of the